Hi guys, this is Christy. I call myself a skeptic medium, and today I'm going to be talking about why on earth would we come to earth. So many people ask me this question. When I first started communicating with my grandfather, deceased grandfather, he was the one that started to educate me and lead me towards becoming a medium. He said to me, one of the first things that he taught me was that I needed to consider the concept of God, that there is a higher power. And so I embraced that. The next surprising thing he said to me was that of reincarnation. I didn't want to accept this at all. Why would we keep coming back to earth? I was thinking this is just awful. Up until that time, I really did believe we only have one life, one chance. And here he was telling me that we keep coming back to this awful planet. I was not happy about this at all, and I did communicate with him about it, and I said, but can I stop coming back here? Am I stuck in this forever? I just keep coming back? And he explained to me, no, you have a choice. You have a choice if you want to be here, and you chose to be here, and you can stop at any time. So that caused me a little bit of peace on the issue. Later on, I received a very important revelation, and I think this gives it in a nutshell. What is going on with Earth? Why we come here? What is the motivating force? This planet is a planet of learning. Spirit conveyed to me that the planet that we're on, Earth, is much like a very prestigious Navy SEAL training base. And that just like Navy SEALs, we come here to be put through our paces, to be tested to the extremes of our ability. When you think about the Navy SEAL training officer, he is not going to pull people out of the water. He's going to make them sit under there as long as they possibly can and push them even further than they ever thought that they could be pushed. Same with extreme climate and putting the people that are being trained through their paces, and only the finest end up qualifying. It's the same with Earth. There are many souls that keep coming back here, and they're not able to finish or complete the course that they've had. And there are many souls that keep making the same mistakes over and over again and become stuck, and they will eventually run out of opportunities to come to Earth. So the very fact that you are on Earth shows that you qualify to be here. So not everybody can get into a Navy SEAL training. You would have to be already very good at what you do. And then the point is to learn. We are meant to be learning from the whole experience. One of the great things that I've been shown about Earth is that it is a fantastic problem-solving planet. Souls that come here have to solve problems constantly, on a daily basis. We have to solve the problems of life, and it is excellent. Another thing that it does is that it's like a closed book exam. So from what I've been explained, Earth is quite rare in that it is self-contained, and that you can be born and die in the system without remembering the spirit world. This is something that we deliberately wanted to do. We needed to be tested without too much influence from the spirit world. We are born with very strong survival instincts to keep us here, even though it is so difficult. Now, when you see people that appear to be having a very easy time of their lives, they really don't end up getting challenged at all. Then I've done readings for people where everybody in their life has died, one after the other, and they're basically the last ones here. How they even survived that challenge, I can't even understand. But they clearly came here and they're on a fast track. They want to learn really, really quickly and perhaps experience all the death that they need to in one lifetime so that they don't have to do that test again. But people that are having it fairly easy, what you would think of, is don't really have a difficult life. They don't have challenges. I think everybody does have challenges. They are meant to learn some things. But those that are suffering more extremely came here to learn faster and to grow quicker. I think one of the very important things is that a person needs to get perspective about why they're here. I think this is where readings are so helpful, is that a person can come to understand what did they set out to do. I don't believe that there is any one fix fits all. Every person is so individual. Every reading I do is so individual from the next. Every person's plan, what they plan to learn, is completely different from another. I really have never had a reading where two people are the same. And I'm very skeptical of situations where a person claims that you just have to do this and you'll figure it all out. I don't think that that is ever going to happen for anybody, because one size does not fit all. Everybody is unique. But certainly by having a reading, a person is able to see a little bit more about themselves, why they chose what they chose, why they're going through it, and that just helps with the journey of life. It really does. I think it's also important to note that not all people came here to have a spiritual journey. And I used to be under the impression that, people that are not spiritual, people that are not religious, oh my goodness, I don't know, I'm so worried about where they're going to go. And I don't have to worry about that anymore, because Spirit has shown me that some people simply chose their life to not have a spiritual experience, to be even more cut off from Spirit than others. And that is perfectly fine, because it's part of their plan, and that they will be judged according to their plan. So really, one of the most important things in the way that we will be judged is that we ourselves set out certain goals that we want to achieve while we're here. And we will be judged, because there is a judgment, which will be judged, sort of measured against what we planned to do and what we ended up doing, where our feelings were, where our strengths were, how we grew. And the judgment, by the way, is a very merciful thing. It's a very loving thing. It's all-inclusive. For me anyway, the feelings that I get about it. But I do think that perhaps there are people who don't have such a nice judgment because they gave in to their appetites, they gave in to perhaps violence, they enjoy hurting other people, so that's not going to be so great for them when they pass over. So just to remind you, Earth life is not meant to be easy. It is like Navy SEAL training, and just persevere, carry on, you'll get there. I'm Christy. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, The Skeptic Medium, and you can find me on Facebook as well, The Skeptic Medium.